My name is Melissa Ormsby with the UBC UK Field Office, head of the After Action Review Board, ID number 05461. For the record, state your UBC designation, please.
Umbrella ID. Redacted. Designation: Human Unit Never Killed. UBC Asset Recovery Specialist with the Umbrella Biohazard Countermeasure Service.
They call you Hunk, correct? Also, why is your ID number redacted?
That's correct, but you may call me Grim. And my ID is redacted to the point they will not even tell it to me.
Why do they call you Grim?
The Grim Reaper. I have a penchant to exterminate BOWs. And death always survives.
Understood, Grim. How many UBC missions have you been involved in?
The Spencer Mansion in the Arklay Mountains, Raccoon City, and the remainder are redacted.
Tell me about the Arklay incident, please.
Arklay, we had one task: contingency. Albert Wesker was tasked with data recovery and to set the triggering system. We were there to verify destruction and proper securement of data before the police returned. We were not aware of Wesker's treasonous behavior at that time.
And what was your team's involvement?
We kept close watch from outside the facility, waiting if we were needed to intervene. Between the STARS team and Albert, our involvement was minimal. Yet still the team didn't make it out.
So only you survived. What happened to your team at Arklay?
UBC released the MA-121 Hunter Alpha and the Chimera BOWs to test their combat effectiveness. They proved competent adversaries. They cut through the team, body armor and all.
And what aided your survival of the Arklay event?
Proper planning leads to success. Critical thinking in the moment, but most of all, good situational awareness. Hunters are fast, but rather loud. The Chimera is an ambush predator, but still makes odd noises in pursuit of prey. After RPD STARS actions set the triggering system with the help of T-002, I realized Umbrella does not like UBCS to survive cleanups.
What evidence do you have to support this?
This would be Exhibit A. Exhibit B is noted as time between activation and detonation is too short to exfil from the site. I did my final sweep to maintain data control after detonation and proceeded through the mountains. I was picked up by Bravo team on the facility access road.
Understood. And if there's nothing more to add on Arklay, what can you tell me about the Raccoon City incident?
Nothing further on Arklay, ma'am. The Raccoon City mission was simple in theory. Dr. William Barkin had stopped being cooperative with UBC after furthering his research into the G-Virus. Prime directive: retrieve a live G-Virus sample and all data pertinent to its research and development. Secure the site in RTB.
RTB? Return to base?
Yes, ma'am. But long before the RTB, we ran into some complications.
Explain the complications.
Upon trying to breach the facility, the Birkins, both Annette and William, had made changes to security parameters outside of UBC directives, trying to safeguard their property, as we found documented later. After an extended time spent breaching, we found William in his primary lab, in B3 of the facility. Upon entering the room, he brandished a weapon at us. One of the green team members opened fire after being startled by an object falling to the ground. William was struck center mass with approximately 12 to 15 9x19mm cartridges fired from a UBC standard issue HK MP5A3 submachine gun as stated in my after-action report. He fell against one of the workstations, allowing us to secure hard drives and obtain control of the sample briefcase that he was trying to flee with. We wrote him off as dead.
What happened next?
It is my firm belief that Dr. Birkin had retained a G-virus sample, either in the lab or on his person. The team and I proceeded to the exfil point. En route, we heard a scream. In the sewers, we saw him. The mutation rate was absurdly fast. Unfortunately, the team wasn't fast enough to dodge his attacks.
So you believe he caused his own infection? Can you prove the creature stemmed from Dr. William Birkin? What were his movement patterns like? What was he using to attack your squad?
We firmly believe he injected himself before his expiration. Shredded remains of the same shirt and pants still existed on the creature, ma'am. His right arm was grotesque, oversized, and had sprouted claws. His movement resembled that of a standard T-virus infected at first, but he was capable of short bursts of speed. He couldn't change course while moving quickly. This was the flaw I exploited for my own survival. Between both teams, he withstood in excess of 100 rounds of 9x19 ammunition. I couldn't maintain control of the sample due to William's pursuit. The mission was a total failure except for my retrieval of the remote detonator for the facility, based on my experience at Arclay.
What BOWs did your team encounter in Nest and the subsequent areas en route to your objective?
Just Dr. Birkin at that time. Point origin for the Raccoon City Outbreak is believed to be the sample case that was lost in the sewers. I was knocked out in the sewer just below the RPD by one of Dr. Birkin's charge attacks. I woke up an unknown amount of time later. By that point, the virus had taken hold. I didn't expect the evac chopper to still be on station. I maintained monitoring the survivals that dealt with the T-00 remotely from the chopper, after reaching the LZ at the gate to the Raccoon City Police Department. The detonator proved useless after the T-00 damaged the power core of the facility. T-virus infected, as well as codename Liquor, were all over the RPD as I passed through.
Relevant combat data to codename Liquor?
Fierce predatory instincts, observed removing heads from T-virus infected with minimal effort. Appear to have no eyesight, tracking targets through sound alone. Very relaxed, until it senses prey.
Nothing further?
No, ma'am. Same as reported, many times before.
What other events have you been deployed with UBCS to clean up?
That information is redacted, under direct authority of my immediate supervisor, Oswald E. Spencer, Miss Ormsby.
Grim, you do know that Spencer is dead, correct? And you've been incarcerated with UBC for years now. Why would they keep you if you have no noted infection with either the T or G virus strains? Grim? Did your eyes just change color?
Highly probable. To the UBC staff listening, pay attention. I know I won't be released anytime soon, so it's time to end the charade. I am UBC P00, Project Yahweh. UBC ID 0014. The information on my development was redacted to integrate me into a combat unit for field trials. I am the first successful use of the progenitor virus, the precursor to the experiments on Lisa and Jessica. I was the motivation for Project W.
Are your eyes glowing, Grim?
Likelihood is high for that. I can suppress the virus to appear normal for human interaction. My calm demeanor is the reason I have not mutated as others have. I have only seen the enhancements. And there's no need to be nervous, Melissa. While these chains are a joke to me, I am tired of conflict and bloodshed. If you were in any danger, this session would have ended before it began. I have no quarrels with you or the other lovely research staff. I only intend to create snafu for those responsible.
So what are you, Grim?
I am the Yahweh, the progenitor. The genetic research used to create Albert and Alex are the direct result of me. I was a recon Marine left brain dead from a grenade in Vietnam. I did not ask for this. I did not agree to become what I am. But here I am. Progenitor repaired my brain damage, enhanced me beyond limit, at the cost of every memory I had. Oswald showed me the reports of who I was. But now, Melissa, I am the Grim Reaper. And death never dies.
How old are you then?
Date of birth, 1/10/1946. Date of rebirth, 17th of July, 1967. Precursor for the testing Lisa and Jessica endured. I've been an umbrella pawn ever since.
Where did they keep you? How did they hide you?
I am a pre-umbrella asset. Spencer kept close personal watch on me as my intelligence continued to increase. His enthralling pet project.
What abilities do you possess?
Superhuman. Strength, speed. I see in the dark wonderfully. Hearing is far above normal sensitivities, and these are just some of the reasons for my continued survival. The T-virus being made in the 70s overshadowed my success. And once the start of Project W, I was all but forgotten. Until Spencer found a need for me. And that's where all this began.
Will you answer how many missions you have been on for UBCS?
Because you've been an absolute treat to talk to. Yes. 94 cleanup missions, including Arklay and Raccoon City, for UBCS.
Nothing further at this time, Grim. Thank you for your cooperation.
Of course, ma'am. And if you have any more questions, you know where to find me. And a huge thank you to the lovely, benevolent voice for playing the part of Melissa. And all of the background artwork is from my good buddy Jason. He can be found as Draven Mist on TikTok. Both places to find them will be linked in the description below. As always, thank you guys for listening. I hope you guys enjoyed this original script expanding on the lore of the fourth survivor from Resident Evil 2. Resident Evil is the property of Capcom, and any likenesses to its characters are used herein under a Creative Commons license. I hope you guys enjoyed this original script. All sound effects were either created by me or sourced from freesound.org. This project was recorded, edited, and mastered in Reaper. And as always, I'm JotunnVA, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.